Hey developers, welcome to Gitcovery. Today we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, Qwen3-Coder, a powerful large language model from the Qwen team, specifically optimized for coding tasks. It's rapidly gaining traction as a formidable open-source alternative to proprietary AI assistants, promising to supercharge developer workflows with its advanced code generation capabilities. What if a large language model could do more than just write a few lines of code? Imagine if it could act like a junior developer, taking a high-level task, planning out all the steps, and then executing them from start to finish. Well, a new open-source project is exploring this very idea. It's moving beyond simple code generation and into the realm of autonomous software development. This project offers a glimpse into a future where developers can delegate entire tasks, not just single lines of code. The project is called Qwen3-Coder, and it comes from the QwenLM team. It's a family of large language models built for something the creators call agentic coding. In simple terms, this means the model is trained to be an autonomous agent. It can understand complex goals and carry out development tasks that involve multiple steps. And it's clearly catching on. The project has already rocketed past 15,000 stars on GitHub with over 1,000 forks. The fact that it's still gaining stars every day shows just how much interest there is in the developer community. So, what problem is this really solving? Think about most code generation models today. They work like incredibly smart auto-completion tools. They're great for creating a function, translating code from one language to another, or even suggesting a bug fix. But they stumble when you give them a complex, multi-stage project. The developer still has to manage the whole process, setting up the environment, creating the right files, running build commands, and finally deploying the application. All of that mental overhead is a major bottleneck. Qwen3-Coder is built to tackle this head-on. Its unique focus is on those agentic capabilities. It's not just about writing code. It's about teaching the model to use tools, interact with a computer, and manage an entire project, all from a single, natural language prompt. It's designed to finally bridge that gap between what a developer wants and what the machine can actually execute on its own. So, let's look at the technology that makes this possible. Qwen3-Coder is built on a few key innovations. First, its architecture, especially in the next model, uses a mixture of experts design, or MoE for short. A great way to think about this is like a big company with many specialized departments. When a request comes in, it's sent only to the most relevant experts, not the entire company. This allows the model to be massive and knowledgeable, but keeps the cost of any single request down. It's a smart balance between performance and efficiency. Second, the model went through a tough process called agentic training. This is much more than standard instruction tuning. It involves creating tasks the model can actually execute, letting it interact with safe, sandboxed environments, and then using reinforcement learning to reward it when it succeeds. This constant loop of generating, executing, and evaluating code is what teaches the model how to plan, use tools, and even recover from its own errors. And finally, its power is supercharged by a massive context window. The model can handle 256,000 tokens right out of the box and can even be extended to 1 million. To put that in perspective, it's like a developer being able to read an entire project's source code all at once, instead of just one file at a time. This kind of repository scale understanding is crucial for complex tasks like refactoring or adding a new feature that touches many different parts of a codebase. The real-world applications here go way beyond simple code snippets. We're talking about full-fledged project automation. A developer could give it a high-level goal like build a personal blog website and deploy it using Nginx. The model would then be expected to generate the code, write the necessary config files, and run the deployment commands. The project's documentation has some pretty amazing examples. In one, the model creates a complete Plants vs. Zombies style web game, just based on a detailed description of the game's mechanics. In another, it cleans up a user's messy desktop after being told, "Please tidy up my desk." Now, For developers who know their way around the Hugging Face Transformers library, getting started with basic code generation is pretty simple. But to unlock the model's full agentic power, the setup is more involved. It requires configuring special tool parsers and execution environments. So there's a bit of a learning curve, but it's definitely not out of reach. Of course, the rise of a powerful agentic model like this is bound to have a major impact on software development. On one hand, it has the potential to automate many tasks that junior developers handle today. This could shift the focus for human developers more toward high-level system design, complex problem-solving, and verifying the final solution. Prototyping could become incredibly fast, but on the other hand, this power comes with real risks. For one, the hardware needed to run or fine-tune these massive models is expensive. This could concentrate this kind of power within large, well-funded organizations. And even more critically, an AI agent that can execute code on its own brings up serious security questions. Without a completely robust and foolproof sandbox, a malicious prompt could trick the agent into doing something harmful. This makes secure deployment a huge challenge that needs to be solved. In the end, Qwen3-Coder is much more than just another code-generating model. It's an open-source blueprint for what an autonomous software development agent can be. Its real value isn't just in its impressive performance, but in the complete and transparent toolchain it offers for training, evaluating, and deploying these complex systems. It represents a huge step forward, moving away from simple code completion and toward genuine, automated problem-solving. And by being open source, it invites the entire global developer community to help explore and build the future of agentic AI.
That's all for today's Gitcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.